Hello everybody, welcome. So today we are having another Crafter's Choice event in the Crafty Bunch. So that is what we are doing today. And if you don't see the little red live button up above, then you're watching on replay, and we love to know when you have been here and watched on replay as well. So I'm Christy here at My Artful Adventures, and we're going to get going in just a minute. I'm going to make sure that I can see all my comments today, and I am streaming on both Facebook and YouTube today. So if you are in one of those places and you don't see comments that I seem to be responding to, they're probably in the other place. So no problem, but I am in both places, and let me just bring this up here so I can see all the comments. And you know what? If we don't mention you or seem to notice you, sometimes Mr. FB doesn't show us all the comments. So don't feel slighted. I hope that you will always come back and see everybody, and so just know that happens. It's not just me, it's all the people. Hey Terry, Jeannie, Nora, hello everybody. So we are going to be making a little 6x6 folio mini album today. And I've got a whole bunch of it already cut, and so I think I'm going to really try to power through and see how much of it we can get done today. Let me see. Let me go ahead and let me turn you down to the desk view, my workspace, so we can see what's happening. Hope you guys are having a great day. This is always fun. Hey Angela, we always have a fun time on the Crafty or on Crafter's Choice, because you never know what you're gonna see for the day. So that's always a lot of fun. I always enjoy that. Let me twist down here. Okay, so this is what we're going to be making. It's not going to be decorated like this, but this is what it is going to be like. And I tell you, it's just amazing how much of this, how many little pages that you can get for not that much paper, or really, that much effort or time. But look at all these little flip-flop things that you've got here. And so you can decorate those. This one wasn't completely done. I had done this on a demo before, but this is always a fun thing. And you guys, you know what? Sometimes if you need something that's a little bit more special than just a card for something, maybe it's Mother's Day, Father's Day, somebody's birthday, anything, you can do one of these. It doesn't take a whole lot of time. Hi, Mary. And it's, just a little bit special, and you can decorate it. You could even, for some people, if you know that they like to do pictures or journaling, you could even just leave it and let them do it themselves, right? So, what has happened here? Okay. All right. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to set that over out of the way and get going here. Like I said, I've got a whole bunch of stuff already ready, but we're going to go through it so you know what's what and what's going on. You got to know all the details, right? Hello, Missy. Welcome. So I'm using this paper pad again. I used this the other day. It's from Stamperia. It's called Sea Land. I love it. I just think that the papers in it, I've already pulled out a few now, but I love the color combos in it. So I've got quite a, you know what? There's enough there probably to get still yet another project out of. Hey, Deborah, I'm doing good. How are you doing today? So this is what we're going to do. We need, I think it's 3 pieces of 12 by 12 just to do the basic construction. And so you're going to cut them in 6 by 12 pieces. So this is our basic foundation piece is going to be this one. And you're going to score it on 2 3/4, a 3, a 9, right here, and 9 1/4. I was just looking at my pinned comment. It still says something about stars. I tried to put a different pinned comment on there, and so that's interesting that that's not there. In fact, I think I even turned off stars. For what people pay for stars and how much the creator gets, it's kind of, you know, to me it's kind of silly. It's just like whatever. And I don't really ask for stars. I have never gotten very many of them, and you know, it's just like I don't even need that. I don't even need to tell people that they, you know, should be doing that or whatever. Hey Deborah, good morning. Okay, so our 12 inches this way, 6 inches down, and we're gonna score on the long side at 2 3/4, 3, 9, and 9 1/4. So that's our foundation piece. And now we need to have the rest of that backing is going to take 2 6x6 pieces. And now then our other pieces, oh, you can't see that one. So we need 3 more sections that are 6x12. And these are going to be scored on 3 inches, and the 9 inches. The first one, we just have that other part just to give it a little bit of a gusset, because that's going to be our back piece, and that's what we need to have, you know, more space in. So I'm going to move this out of the way. First, I'm going to put my stylus in its little spot because I get tired of hunting it down. There's that little spot right there made exactly for it. And do you think that I can usually even remember to do that? No. Okay, so I want my dark brown. This paper is from Close to My Heart, and it's actually it's kind of cool because it's like getting 2 colors of paper for one. You've got the dark side, and then the other side's a little bit lighter. This is I see the coloring in my monitor. It looks a little bit more of a like a grayish color. It's actually more of a darker brown color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take the foundation piece that has that 1/4 inch little gusset, and we're going to fold on those score lines. And oh, I was going to say, and wonder where our bone folder is, but I got it. Never fear, I got it. And then I'm going to do it here. And I went ahead and on these score marks and kind of make sure that it's straight too, because you're going to want your book straight. On the score marks, I scored most of them both directions. I flipped it over and I did the same scoring on the other side, because some of these, the little pages are going to flip back and forth, and so that way you are going to be able to you know, maneuver the pages more easily back and forth. So I think this cover is really the only one that, you know, you really don't need to worry about. Okay, so now then we're going to take our 2 outside pieces here, our little 6x6 squares. And what we're going to do is, see our 2 score marks, we're going to just bring this up just to the outside of the one that sits, you know, farther to the edge. And we're going to do that so that we can have plenty of room to be able to bend. Oh, I should have given my glue a little, oh, woohoo! Sometimes I like to make sure that the glue is going to come out, so I'm not sitting here and then it's already stuck. Now this would be a great, I wouldn't mind, I've got all the pieces cut to decorate it too, and I wouldn't have mind using my big tape, my Scotch tape thing, but oh, you know how that goes. It was empty. I'm just like, oh my gosh. You guys would have been surprised to see me use double-sided adhesive anyway, right? But I do have some. That's going to make part of our building this go a little bit quicker. So that's, you know, so again, we're going to put this one out here to the side and just out here on the outside edge of that. But I do want to put the covers on with some glue. And you know what? Most of this book, it doesn't really matter. If you like to use glue, if you've got, you know, glue stick, double-sided adhesive, whatever you want to use, that's up to you. As long as it can stick it together, right? As long as it sticks together. Oh yeah, safety first. Oh hey Regina, there's Wendy. Oh my goodness, yes. And we have it looks like we've got a storm coming in. Looks like it might start raining or something. I looked and it started looking like it was really gonna be rainy. Okay, so these pieces are the ones that I did go ahead and let's move this out of the way and just go ahead and get all these scored really well. And I can tell my husband has come home and my dog is whimpering. Hang on one second. Look at me. I unmuted myself this time. I did that the other day when my dog was having a fit, or maybe all the dogs were pitching a fit, and oh my goodness. And then I just turned around and started again, and then luckily I saw people telling me I had no sound. So I was very glad somebody mentioned it. I was trying to save everybody from listening to my dogs. And then I forgot to give them sound. So we did a quick recap. Okay, and so just go ahead and get these all folded. I'm just going to fold them both ways because they are going to be flip-flopping around. Actually, I like to call this a flip-flop mini album. But, yeah, just not that many, pieces. Not that many moving parts, really. It's amazing when you see, how easy it is to put together, and you realize how many little pages and pieces you've got that can work together. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I am going to, I don't really know that it matters which way we start this. I am going to start with the one in the middle, I think. And so we're just going to glue this one down. Oh, you know what? Oh my gosh. I guess it doesn't matter. If you really want neat edges on the front, you would need to put another 6x6 piece over the front. I completely forgot about that. So we're just going to glue this one into place. And I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm going to make sure that it's sitting in between those score lines and try to get it as even as I can. Now, I think originally when we had made this one before, we cut down these inner pieces just a little bit, and I just, I just decided I didn't really need to do all of that. So now this one, we're just going to glue these two small flaps together. And that's all we're doing for this one, okay? So that's going to be quick and easy. And I tell you, once you get the measuring out of the way and the cutting and the scoring, it just goes together really quick. And if you have somebody tell you all the sizes that you need, super quick and easy. Okay, we've got that one in, and I wanted the dark side to be showing, except that's not gonna happen, all of them, because I completely forgot that this part doesn't even get glued down. But that's okay. It's gonna coordinate well enough that it won't really matter. I like crafts that you can do all kinds of stuff and say it doesn't really matter. And who doesn't like crafting? That's your choice, right? Okay, so I'm just gonna bump this over here, make sure those are lined up. So, one of the most important things of doing one of these is making sure that your cuts are straight, right? Just making sure your cuts are straight in the first place. Okay, so there we go. That's that. That's our, so this is how this would go. And another one over here. I would fold that one in. And fold this here. So I mean, you've got all this little flip-flap to go. So see how easy that came together, you guys? So let's go ahead and let's put some things on here. So this is what I've got going on. I've got, you would cut these if you want, you know, and if you don't want any border around the edges, you would not need to, cut it any smaller. But I cut these at 5 3/4 by 5 3/4, and you would need 9 or 10 pieces. And the reason I say 9 or 10 is because if you want to, there's some buttons that escaped. If you want to, you can leave the back cover just the color that it is, just the solid color. And then the others would be, you know, all of your decorative pieces, or, you know, whatever you want. Now this one, this is from that paper pad. And so I love this. I think this is so cute. And so I thought, oh, how perfect to use for a cover. So that's going to be the cover. And I am going to glue this one on because I want to make sure this one gets on super straight since it is the cover. But yeah, just all of these. So again, these are just cut down. You could either make them 6 by 6 or 5 3/4 by 5 3/4, and that'll give you just that 1/4 of an inch, or it gives you 1/4 of an inch, which means you've got an 1/8 of an inch all the way around. And I'm going to lay this out flat so I have a better chance of getting it where I wanted it. Look at that. There we go. And ta-da, as easy as that, we've got a cover. So now I'm just going to go ahead and put these in, and I think I'm just going to try and use, well, before we do that, let's pick out how we want them to be in, what kind of order we want them in today. Oh my goodness, Wendy, what are you doing trying to watch people while you're driving? You better be careful, girlfriend. Oh my. So do you guys like to make, how many of you have made little books like this? Let me know. I'm going to kind of lay these out and see what I think. Oh, I like this blue. I really like this blue. And so some pages are going to be easy to pick which page I want. And I think on the center, I've got two, I only have, I think, two pieces like this. So I think I'm gonna put this in here. They're not exactly the same across the top, and maybe I'll just put that yellow. I really like the blue and, or yellow. I like this blue color here. I think I'll just do that, and that'll be really light and bright. So I'm gonna do that. And you know, I might even just go ahead and stick those on since I decided to do that. Let's just do that. Let's put those down first. And I'm not even going to ink this, you guys. You can always, you know, ink all of it, but I just wanted to show you how quick and easy it would be just to make the basic construction. Okay, Wendy, if you say so. And then just get that down, and then just make sure that you really are rubbing that down there to get that adhesive to stick to all your papers, to your matted layer, and stick it down to the other. And I kind of just pick, I know what needs to be about an 1/8 of an inch down and to the side. Oh, it's really bright and blown out up there. And so what I do is I try to get it in the about that far, and then I line up one side and then hold it and then stick it down. And that's about the easiest way for me to go in and you know, get those things stuck down real well. I don't know, I like this. Maybe I'll put that in. Let's see how the, oh, well then I was going to say, then I can use the blue somewhere else, but the blue is the other side of the page. Actually, oh, I like this with something else. And you know, you're either going to be putting photos down on it, or you're going to be doing some journaling. You can use, you know, they make these little photo printers that you can get. I can't even remember what they're called. It's not the kind I have. The kind I have prints out 4x6 pictures. And so what you can do is you can go in, and there's several apps that you can use, and then you can put several pictures on that one 4x6 and then print them out and just cut them apart. And so that gives you little pictures that you can, you know, put in. And you can do that. What is that? I want to say it's a sprocket, maybe. I don't know. Hi, Terry. I'm thinking, maybe. I'm just not sure. But I like this. Oh, I know. Yeah, Regina. They're kind of fun and easy, aren't they? So let's go ahead and get these other papers in. I think I like this one. And, you know, you can coordinate them however you... Well, I wasn't using glue. Look, I got 10 minutes. I think I might be able to finish it all up. Oh, and then you know, then I'll put it down, and then I flip it over, and it's like, oh, I kind of wish I would have used that side. Just like now. I kind of wish I would have used this side. But that's okay. We'll get this on here and just keep sticking them down and moving forward, right? Well, maybe one of these has a little bit more interest. Oh, this one's okay. I'm going to use this one. I'm trying to see which... Oh, yep, there's some numbers. So I'm going to turn it that way so the numbers are facing up. But, you know, this would be, like I said, you can put something together like this, and it's a little bit, you know, a little bit different than a regular card or whatever. You could even put other pockets and things. We've shown you before how to do pockets. And, you know, you can just put a little triangle. You can put a little strip across the bottom. However you want to work. I'm going to go ahead and just get these other pieces down first. Goodness sakes. Seems like I got one more. Nope. I thought I had one more piece than I was needing for all this. But nope. And this one, okay, the words need to go up on this one. And you can see, you just constantly, as you're flipping through, you know, you don't really know exactly, just because you can flip the pages either direction, unless you were going to, you know, have all the pages one thing and all the little flaps one other kind, you know, you're just going to get such a mixture. Luckily I didn't squeeze that down first. Wiggle it a little. Goodness, I almost had forgotten how fast you could get through stuff with now I do seem to have one more than I need, I guess. No? Let's see. Do I? So I need one more here. You guys are probably getting tired of me flip-flapping through this. And I actually have enough. I could put one on the back. So let's do that. Let's put this one on the back. And put this in here. I love these pages that look like maps. Those are fun. I'm kind of like Cheryl. I like using map papers and stuff. I have got, in fact, We have a place here called Half Price Books, and sometimes I go and I look for different things like maybe an old roadmap atlas, which the time before last I was there, I was lucky enough to find one. Can't always find all of those. Okay. I don't know. And things that look like ledger papers. I don't know. I think I'm going to use that side. You know, so you just flap them around even while you're building it, right? Just get it all on there. Oh, hey, Terry. And just get it on there quick. Got just a few more minutes. Yeah, my time, I had 30 minutes today. Oh, and following me is going to be Jennifer at Studio J Company. And you guys, you know, when you have joined the Crafty Bunch, you can just be in the group and go from one thing to the next. Oh, thanks, Michelle. And there we go. And yeah, I had one. Well, let me make sure I didn't miss one somewhere. I think that's it. Okay. So I do have enough to put one on in the back. And I'm doing so good with my double-sided tape here. I'm just going to use it and put the back on. And I ran out. Oops. No, this isn't the back either. This is just one more page. I thought I misfigured that. But no, that's just that other page. And so these pieces, I did have one of that I used of this that I thought would be pretty and just put it like on part of it. And actually I've used 8 pieces, and they should be 2 3/4 by 5 3/4, and then you can just start putting those down inside. Let's see, I've got something else here. And so this is kind of cool. It kind of goes with that. Those stripes and all those good things, right? Oh, it changed this morning. Uh-oh. I must have looked before it changed. Looks like well, and how funny. Look, it looks like I've got plenty of these. Okay, well, we'll have to go and look who's going to be next. Who is going to be next? Do you know right off, Mary? Okay, okay, so you see where this is going, right? And so before we finish this up, I'm not going to I thought I could get pretty close, and I did. But this is what I did. If you use one strand of something, this is 28 inches long, and it will go clear around and tie nicely for a little bow. So what I like to do is I like to put it on and get it tied where I want it, and just kind of maneuver it wherever you want. And then I put a little bit of my glue here and stick it there. So I'm just going to put a dot of my glue, and I'm going to put the twine back up here and just let that sit. And then that'll be all ready to go. So, oh, fun. Oh, I haven't seen those, Angela. Yeah, those would be cool for junk journaling. Yeah, Tim Holtz has lots of fun things. It's especially if you like kind of a vintage look or something. It is super fun. Oh, crafting your home niche. Mary says, let me pin this. Okay, I got our next crafter pinned for you, so you can go right there. And so what I was showing you was with these pieces, I had these, and you know, you could either use smaller pieces to make a pocket. I thought with these, it would be fun to take a couple of them, and even though they don't go all the way to the bottom, you know, you could just put that there. You could use other embellishments for something along in here. But you know, anytime you make one of these, doing all the decorating and everything, that's the fun. And you can, you know, just create it to your heart's desire, you know, till you're content with all of the goodies that you have glued and gotten all on there, right? So that is super fun. And so, okay, so we're gonna go over crafting your home niche. Okay, that will be fun. I can't wait to see what she's gonna do. And thank you, Mary, for letting us know. And I appreciate everybody who went ahead and sprinkled us out today. I am so appreciative of that. We always love when you give us some emojis, any of the little emoji icons, or you're here to watch us, any of those things, and sending us out. That is wonderful. Thank you so much, you guys. I'll see you next time. Oh, and I'll be on tomorrow. You can see me on my page tomorrow at, I think, an hour earlier, so 11:30 Eastern. Thanks. Bye-bye.